Hey guys, welcome to the show. Tonight we got Big Jake with Fathom Fury Cigars. This is Cigar Dudes podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters of the leaf, welcome to our show. It's time for the Cigar Dudes podcast. Let's freaking go!
Wow.
Finally, finally we got the big guy on.
I just watched y'all
Yeah.
for an hour.
And I was trying to behave over there. We saw it didn't work out as well, so I'll try a little harder over here. I'm still finishing a BOC from Banff, though, so I haven't
Tell
grabbed
me
new
about
one.
that cigar. Either one of y'all. Or either
I know
one of
nothing
the three.
about it other than this. Ish knows his Cameroon is my favorite cigar he makes. And this one, I'm starting to tell you, it might be edging out the Cameroon.
And
I'm losing you guys. I just start to losing you guys.
We gotta
This
fix it.
string yard and soon is killing me.
I think you need to put
Let me check
like an IV line in your charging cable and put like a little
I
thing
have
for blind.
100% signal. I have 100% signal. I have everything perfect, and it's only string yard and soon is against me for some reason. I can be working over here smoking the whole day, no problem. String yard and soon, yes.
Yeah, you go to
I don't know what it is.
Nicaragua, or you go to the DR or Argentina, and it's crazy.
Or Spain. The
Or
first time I
Spain.
was
Yeah, the
with
Spain
Toros
one
in
fine,
45,
too.
it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was clear as the daylight. And on my own house.
I was gonna put the and sign between Fathom and Fury, but the way it looked, I thought it might mess with Rob, so I didn't put it in there. I just wanted to put the A and D. It just looked kind of funny. Somebody like, what the hell is that? What is that? What's that? What does that thing look like? So how's everybody doing? Like, I haven't really seen anybody in a few days.
No, dude, I'm good. I had daughters basketball, you know how it is, man, with kids in sports, your kids sign up for the sports, you pay for the sport, and then for the next 6 months, it seems like all you do is drive them.
yep. I coached all 2 boys in baseball, and I'd go from field to field to field.
Yeah.
It was just literally gone all day, every day. Games on the weekends, games at night, and it was just game after game after game. Coaching this one, coaching that. I wouldn't pass it up for the world. It was a blast. And then they got to a point where they were like, you know what, Dad? If you're not coaching, we're not playing. I'm like, you don't understand. I got no more to teach you guys. So, fortunately for them and for me, they decided to get into martial arts. So we were able to do that as a family. So that was I got very lucky with that one. Same place, just different times, and it was nice. I dropped the boys off. I'd go home, have an hour to ourselves, and just kind of unwind, pick them up, and then have to go back for my class.
Dude, I will say this is really weird, Randy. I'm not used to being on StreamYard and not see all the comments on the side.
Oh, why? How come you don't?
Because I'm just a guest, and it's awesome. It's great because I can focus here. I don't see something moving.
I know what you feel, bro. Believe me. I know when I get to go on tour,
I'm like, this is it. I can sit here. This is great. I just got to focus on the 4 of you guys. I don't got to focus on anything else.
Wait, I could do that.
Oh, there we go. I clicked the little button. I can see them.
Oh yeah, now they're all popping at the bottom. Yeah, but I zoom in on my phone so that because on your phone you can't hide everything, so I just zoom in to where it's just that you guys. So so here we go. A little Fathom Fury action in all its glory. Nice, pretty.
It is such a good cigar.
It smells so good. I honestly, like, here's the thing. I'm not like one of those guys, you know, like you see some of those guys, they always smell every cigar. And like, to me, it's like, okay, it smells like tobacco most of the time, right? But like, then I get this cigar and I love smelling this cigar. I know that sounds really weird, but it seems like every one of them that I've smelled, they're not all exactly the same. You know, there's little inconsistencies. And I love the smell of this cigar. So,
You want to know what's cool, Randy? See, Jerry, I actually ran into him. I know exactly. He's at Goodfellas, and I ran into Jerry down there. I met him for the first time a couple weeks ago.
Nice. Hello, Jerry. That's my brother's name.
But
Jerry.
No, this cigar is some weird, evil magic, mad scientist, voodoo in this cigar. You know, and if you like, the other thing is like, Randy, did you ever look at the end of your cigars, like how they're rolled?
Especially now.
Like this one, like when you look at the end of this cigar, I can't tell you if it's, you know, booked or accordion or the fancy name for tubes that only Ish can say right.
Yeah.
Entubado.
You know, but like, it's crazy when you look at this. So, you know, and I know that's like silly little stuff, but you know, it's one of those, I think that the more you get into cigars, right, you start noticing odd little things.
Can I play? Can I tell you something?
Yeah, there he goes.
This is one of my favorite retros. This is one of my favorite retros on a cigar. I love the retro on a cigar.
Yeah. And like, you know, and it's like, you know, I mean, we're all doing the you know, the tobacco university and stuff, right? And so we're all learning about tobacco, but it seems like you come to a point in your cigar journey where you want to know more. And, you know, so you start really looking at cigars. And this cigar is just really crazy to me. I'm not lighting it on camera because of the wind. I have to pretty much put the cigar in the lighter right now.
What are you doing? Because of the fun.
Yeah. Like, I'm having to try to tuck it in the wind to light it. Fuck! That was my finger, not the cigar. Sorry, Randy. Didn't mean to scream that. Oh, that hurts.
Well, it's like trying to quit smoking, right? It just...
Okay, guys.
And that sucks when that happens. But
Bro,
look at the
rule
lighter.
one. When you're lighting cigars in the dark, do not put your pinky out there.
That pinky will get in the way.
Yes, it will. Oh, that hurt. And I just blasted it, too. Oh, well. I got a med kit inside with burn cream. I'll fix it up later if it blisters.
I was a little, well, I'm pretty ticked off because I could have swore I had 2 of those cigars in my humidor, and I've probably smoked. I've had to have at least like 12 already here.
Right.
The thing that sucks about your cigars is they don't stay in my humidor. Like it's those kind of cigars, right? Like you get them and you just can't not smoke them. I can't. I don't have any control.
Dude, here's what's funny. So people ask me how often I smoke my cigar, right? And when we first were working on the blends and everything, and the blend with Ish and got them, and we banded them, we got the first order in, I had 5. That was it. 5. And I smoked those in like 2 days. I drove 90 miles to Big Stick Cigar Lounge just to get more cigars. And I paid retail for my own cigar in her lounge. I bought 10 more of them at retail. And then I smoked on those. And then I hadn't had any until Ish's Factory Reserve pack. And everyone's like, oh, do you smoke your cigar every day? I'm like, dude, I wish I had my cigar. Dude, there's more people out there have smoked more of my cigar than I have.
Mm-hmm. I can't say the same thing.
You're right. Yeah. I mean, like, I think no joke, even when I said I bought 10, I still gave a number of those away until today my package showed up finally. These should be resting more, but I really wanted them. Until today, I've only probably ever had 12 or 13 of my own cigar.
Randy had that yesterday of his own cigar.
Yeah,
And
that
and
was,
and Scott's probably only ever had 9 of them. I've had just a few more than Scott has, you know. So, but we're super excited. They're back in. We're working with Ish to make sure that we don't run out again. We got some plans in place, some stuff to work out. So, you know, we're excited. They're, you know, Fat Boys had them, then everything because of life, right? Like, and we were just laughing about this on the other show, but like, you know, there was a hurricane, then there was a 47-day shutdown, then there was another hurricane. And during that time, life gets in the way, guys, right? So these guys are back. You can get them at Fat Boys. You can get them at Big Stick up here in North Dakota if you're traveling. If you're traveling up here this time of year, you need your head examined. And we're
Can we remember that you said that? Can you remember that you said that when you said you need to come up here now? And I'm like, no, fuck you, Jake.
Oh,
Sorry.
no. See, I still want you to come visit in February, John.
Yeah, no.
Santa
It's just
Santa
not
wants
happening.
snow. Santa
not
needs
happening.
snow.
Dude, I got my heater on full blast right now, and it's only like 50-something degrees outside.
No heater.
I'm frozen.
Just chilling.
I'm cold.
Yeah. No
Well,
heater, tennis shoes. I don't even have full socks on, dude. I got those little no-see-em socks. Like, yeah. But I love it up here. But no, so, yeah, if you haven't had this cigar, definitely check out Toro. You know, they're there. Like I said, we're going to keep working on making sure they don't run out. If everything wouldn't have happened, we wouldn't have run out. We had it planned down
they're
perfect.
restocked already. They're restocked right now.
They're restocked right now at Toro.
Ready to go. Ready to sell.
Ready to go, ready to ship. I do apologize that we did run out, but I can't control weather and I can't control politicians. So you want to bitch at somebody? Bitch at the weather, bitch at a politician. I don't want to hear it, and this doesn't need to hear it. So,
Hey, Jake, where can is this limited? Like, because this is one of the coolest shirts I own. I mean,
Cool.
legitimately.
So
Because you had me at Skulls.
right.
You know how much I
So
love
okay,
Skulls.
that shirt is actually. I've got to get the graphic for it to get it to your lovely wife, and we're actually going to start after the holidays, right? Starting the beginning of the year, we're actually going to have that shirt available on the website.
Awesome.
So we don't want to do it. Like, I know your travel schedule. We talk every day. I know what's going on in your world. So Scott was like, hey, dude, we're in no hurry to do it anyway. Let's just do it sometime in January. I was like, done. So, yeah, the shirts are coming. Sometime in December, we have a new cigar coming. You know, sometime here in the next couple of weeks, it'll float across the
pond.
You know, they'll throw it in the ocean when the tides are right, and it'll float over to Miami, and this will go take the hook and drag it out like the old pirates, and we have a new cigar coming. It's a limited run, three cigars in a pack. It's called the ZFG. It's 0, a word that I'm not going to say because I respect Randy and his show, and the word given. You can fill in the word. It starts with an F and ends with a K, and if you need any more help than that, I can't really help you. You're an adult. That cigar's coming. It's a real small run. And this can correct me. I think it's 300 cigars. We're selling in a 3-pack, and really what it is we want your feedback with that cigar, because there's no Dominican, no American, no Honduran, and no Nicaraguan tobacco. So it's a completely unique blend of really exotic tobacco. And this cigar has 11 different tobaccos in it, right? And we're pushing the boundaries with Ish. And it's kind of scary, right? Because we throw money at this thinking, hey, that's a really cool idea. But we don't know if everybody else thinks it's a cool idea. And so we made the decision to do real small drops and then get feedback and make decisions. And so you guys are basically kind of our guinea pigs.
There you go.
Oh, I'm actually doing something right now.
So
actually, everybody needs to go right now. Go to Toro. Let me find where I'm at here. Make sure I got I'm ordering my 3-pack.
Randy's making sure he gets his. Yeah, and I will say that Toro does not have unlike in the past, Toro does not have the full allotment on his site because we have some shops that are getting cigars and we're taking care of them. So, Randy, you guys do a giveaway over here, right?
Yeah, we're doing 3 tonight, right? We're not of yours. I got 2 sponsor giveaways, and then if you want to do a giveaway.
So here's the deal. I'll throw in they won't ship until, and Ish can back me on this. Ish, how many days do you leave cigars in a deep freezer?
I would say, which one? The ones right now?
These 3 days?
Oh, 3 days.
So whoever wins on Monday, because my mail up here sucks, I will ship them out on Monday and get Randy the tracking number. Because I don't want them to sit in a post office over the weekend.
That's your cigar. It just came. Yeah. I put it in the freezer for a day and a half, not even, in the deep freezer. Look.
Yeah. No, so, Randy, I'll throw in, what do you want, 3? A 3-pack? Since that's what we sell them as. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'll throw a 3-pack in.
Whatever you want.
I'll throw a 3-pack in to a winner tonight. So, but
this is a magical cigar.
Yeah, like I said, the beauty of working with Ish, and I talk to Ish all the time. So what I'm telling you guys is nothing I'm telling him. I'm not stroking an ego, even though I've been told that before when I talk about Ish. And if you think I'm stroking Ish's ego, you can go pound sand. But the reason we work with Ish is because he has the ability to get tobacco from all around the world. And a lot of it has never been enjoyed in the U.S. and the ways he can mix those things, right? And I mean, you can go get the Irishman, or you can go get the Mafioso, or you can go get the Blood of Laud, and you can try Irish tobacco, Italian tobacco, or Transylvanian tobacco. But what about, or one of my favorite cigars of all time, the Cameroon Puro, right? But what about all the other beautiful tobacco out there that everyone's scared to touch? Well, we're just not. I mean, I've got 2 ideas that Ish is working on right now, to bring us something new to the table for next year. And so it's kind of a crazy game. And Randy, dude, I love being able to call Randy my brother because he's the only other guy I know right now that is about as nuts as we are by using this exotic tobacco and putting it in cigars, hoping people like it.
Well, the thing is, we don't sell the cigars. I'm living proof. Got plenty of cigars to smoke.
Right?
Yeah. So I got on there the first time. It didn't go through for some reason. I don't know if that's the Cloudflare thing still jacking up, but it went through the next time. And to let people know, Toro sponsors us, and you use Cigar Dudes, and you should get a 10% discount. So that's even a better way.
Even better.
It's like? So it's $39 for a 3-pack plus the $10 shipping minus the 10%.
Right. Yep. Saves you about half of the shipping.
$35.
Or hey, just order three 3-packs and another cigar off there, break $100 and get free shipping. And then you get 10 cigars to smoke.
Yeah, that's actually
that's $10 a cigar you can't lose.
Mm-hmm.
But
I told me that a while ago.
Jake,
because Randy, I know how many cigars you buy. I was trying to help you out a little bit.
Can you talk a little bit about ZFG? What's the makeup?
So I won't tell you what's where, right? We're not telling everybody what's where yet. Ish knows. Ish knows what we know. But because we want it, it's kind of so okay, back to what I was talking about, right? We're doing stuff that doesn't have normal tobacco in it. We really want true, honest feedback, right? So, that got really dark when you picked me up.
Whoa, that was,
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, dude, that's how much the brightness comes. Just a second, let me see if my light's working yet.
That was crazy, wasn't it?
That was totally lucky. He was in the cave.
No, not charged yet.
She has the eyes.
Yeah, just the eyes. Just the shine of the eyes, too. No, so we're not really telling everybody the makeup of the cigar. What we're doing is we're telling everybody the tobacco, right? Because if you just know the tobacco, you're never going to be able to figure out what Ish did. So we're using Canary Island. We're using tobacco from Trinidad, Brazilian, Argentinian, and Colombian in it. It's a pigtail with a closed foot.
Oh.
It's 5.5 inches long by either a 52 or a 54. I can't remember what I ordered. One of the two. It's not that much difference on a ring gauge, but it's somewhere in that ballpark. And so it's really about getting unique tobacco out to everybody, right? Getting some of this exotic tobacco out to everybody, and starting to see what people think, right? Like, how does that change your experience? Because, so let me tell you a story, if you got a second, about No Quarter Given.
We got time. Do you have time?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I got time.
The more we get him to talk, the slower he smokes. So go ahead, Jake.
Right.
Tell your story.
So when we launched No Quarter Given, I went to Big Stick to do a little launch party up here, right? Just because I can. She's an awesome gal. I wanted to help her out. It was something fun to do. And so I took I think 50 cigars, maybe 60. And no, I'm not drinking alcohol. It is sweet tea and lemonade. So drinking a little Arnold Palmer's. So we're doing cigars. My buddy's there, Reed, who's an amazing guy. He did 33 years in the Army. Really good dude. He loves our cigar. And he's sitting there, and everybody's like, holy smokes, I can't believe this. They're talking about how the flavor changes are happening every couple of puffs, right? Every couple of draws, there's something new. And this one guy is about...
Good ball.
Yeah. Is about, let's just say, roughly an inch into it, right? He's about an inch into his cigar. And he gets this horrible face, and he's like, oh, man, I hate a coffee tasting note. I don't even miss a beat. I look at him, I say, dude, give me 2 more puffs. Don't worry about it. And he looks at me like I'm a moron. And he takes 2 good puffs off the cigar, and he takes a puff and goes, ooh, baking spice. I love baking spice. Right? Because everybody thinks, because we've been told that those flavor changes happen a third, and a third. Well, when you get 11 different tobaccos in something, and when Ish is bunching them, this time you might get, and he can correct me on this, this is my understanding, you might get Transylvania and Turkish touching earlier. So that creates a little tasty note. And the next time that might be a little further down because the Turkish touched the Irish when he does these crazy bunches because of how he has to do it. Yeah, Canary Islands and probably birds and boards. But so every one of these cigars, and I mean, I've smoked, a number of them now. Ish has smoked them. I know John has. I know Randy's had more than I have. But one of the coolest things about it is, to me, a cigar is a journey, right? It's a cigar is an experience, right? You should sit down, relax, laugh with friends, and it should be a journey. It should be a pleasant journey. But if I go pick up most legacy cigars, it's the same journey every cigar, right? And I'm not saying that's bad. They're making cigars for the masses. I'm not throwing any shade. But with this cigar, because of all the changes, every couple of puffs, you get a flavor change. And it's not always in the same order. It's not always at the exact same spot because tobaccos touch differently. So every cigar is kind of its own little mini adventure. A good adventure, but it's on its own.
Now, can you comfortably say that every cigar is different because of how it's bunched, right? Because it's not the bunch.
Here's the deal. I've got notes on the first 10 plus my samples that we got. And I took very detailed notes inch by inch because Ish told me there's going to be lots of flavor changes. So I paid very close attention. And all of my notes, I have not had 2 things exactly the same.
Plus, it's a different bunching in that cigar, like in around the world. My cigar and your cigar. It's so many leaves. It's no inhale. You can go and bunch it like normally you will do. So when you have to do Nesca. So sorry guys, it's Nesca just trying to scratch on the table and she's
Mama's looking at you through the window.
Yeah. So hold on. Can you see her now?
No,
she's there.
She was looking through the blind.
But so what happened is an easy technique that we developed. Nobody else have it, and if somebody tell you said, just say BS because it's not. I don't care if it's legacy, if it's the new guys, if it's whatever. They don't believe in it, or they don't know about it. So only so many different leaves on it. If it's the same leaf, keep putting and putting and putting. You know, it's like you're eating pasta with I don't know, macaroni and cheese. Doesn't matter if it's a little piece like this or it's a big bowl. It's still macaroni and cheese. But when you put more ingredients, you put mushrooms on it, you put shrimp on it, you put this. It's not the same thing. You have 3 shrimps or you have 10 shrimps. You know, 5 pieces of mushrooms or 20 pieces of mushrooms. So that's what happened with this cigar. So it's layer over layer over layer over layer. First of all, we don't do booking, we don't do entubado, we don't do anything that is normally done at all. So, and then we do a twist. So when you pick up the leaf, this is booking. Now I say, you know what? I want an accordion. Put it. You know what? Now I want a booking. Just put it together. Then when you put it, you just twist. So you make the cigar bonds smaller. So now you can roll, because you know it will be like this. 11 countries or 17 countries, it will be like this. There's no way to do it. So you just do that. So sometimes you can, maybe you have 3 out of the 100 cigars, by miracle, taste the same from the beginning to the end. It's going to be the same flavor in the whole cigar, from the beginning to the end. But maybe what I got in the first inch, you have it in the last inch. What you have in the second inch, I have in the third inch. So it's going to be the same flavors. It's the same tobacco, but in different ways.
It's going to be in different spots. So it makes it a really cool experience, right? Like, and I'm that guy, I don't know about you guys, but like, I can't smoke the same cigar back to back usually, right? Like I finish one, I want something different. I can't say that about ours. And there's actually 2 other cigars on the market that I can't say that about. And it's brought up his Around the World's one of them, right? Because of how he does it. And the other cigar is actually Randy's Sulu, because it's not exactly the same every cigar. It's a journey, and it's a good journey, but it's not exactly the same journey because of all the tobacco in it. You know, I've noticed there's subtleties in it. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, right? To me, that's a bonus, because, you know, I don't have to go, oh, man, I'm packing cigars for a day to go out of the house. Okay, I got to get 10 different cigars, so I've got something. I can throw a whole bunch of the same thing in there and know I'm good for a day.
Well,
I'm still waiting to get some Sulu. I'm still waiting.
Hold that, because we got Toro coming too. But hold that, because I want to get. We're already at 30 minutes and we ain't even started any.
Oh, you got
giveaways
time.
or
I got a
sponsors.
lot of cigar left, and
All
my
right.
wife ain't complaining yet. So
One of the things we're giving away tonight is a cigar bro. So that'll be one of the things that we're gonna draw on. And right now, if you go to the Cigar Dude, you can go to any. You can go to Ironclad Instagram or the Cigar Dudes Instagram. Look at the link tree, and there's a link to get into the Discord there, and you can find where you can get it. There's a 20% off if you're interested in buying one until November 30th, I think is what they got. But we're going to give one of these away. We got Haze Gray 4-pack to give away, and we're going to give away, what did you decide on? A 3-pack.
the 3-pack.
Fathom and Fury. So we'll be right back.
Today we honor the men and women who stood the watch, carried the weight, and answered the call. From the flight decks to the front lines, your courage, sacrifice, and brotherhood built the very freedom we enjoy. At Haze Gray Cigars, we're proud to be veteran-owned, forged by service, and fueled by loyalty. This day isn't just remembrance, it's respect, it's gratitude, and it's family. To all who serve and still serve, we salute you. At Haze Gray Cigars, we proudly support our veterans and all who serve, past, present, and future. Your strength, sacrifice, and dedication inspire everything we do. From Haze Gray Cigars, thank you for your service.
And I know you're going to want to be watching those guys coming out either in January. I'm not sure if they decided to do it next month, but within the next few months, they're going to be doing a brand new release. And I'm not going to tell you anything about it. They can tell you all about it, but you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed.
And I want to say this, because it just popped up on the bottom and I see it. and I thought about this earlier. If you
Those
haven't
little
went and
guys, they-
joined the factory reserve yet,
Oh, yeah.
guys, you're missing out. Like the first two of those packs were so killer.
Mhm.
Like you're missing out on smoking cigars you will never see anywhere else. Like that is the best. That is by far the best deal on a monthly subscription for cigars that I've ever seen.
As a matter of fact, probably, and it's bad for me to say it, but probably the best cigar monthly cigar subscription in the whole world. Because you will have cigars for all around the world for $35 seat.
Yeah.
When some of the cigars are like $71, 68 euros. Just one cigar.
Yeah. I mean, I'll
You
say
have
this.
the full
The
five.
cigar that I thought was great in the first pack was the Marvel.
Oh my God, yeah.
And that cigar, if you guys bought that cigar here, guys, I'm going to tell you, that cigar is only sold overseas, and it would be like $80 or $85 US, and it blew me away. Like, if you're not in there, you're losing out, dude. For $35, I mean, the first pack had a Fathom and Fury, a Marvel, a Foxy, and two others.
You can't ship to Utah?
What he needs to do is he needs to find a sugar mama that will ship to their house and
You
then
can't
ship to
ship
him.
cigars to Utah.
Yeah, that will ship to him privately.
Gotcha.
I
Because
seen to Utah in the regular basis.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
Utah, technically Utah's a no-ship state.
I say every day week to people that they ask 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 or bucks.
Yeah.
So far, knock on wood, never have a problem, but
Well, there you go. There's
Yeah.
the answer. Just get
There's
it.
your answer from both. But yeah, no, that cigar pack, that first one was banging. The second one I hadn't even broke into yet. It came, I threw it in the deep freezer, not knowing I shouldn't. It's after I did it, it was like, no, don't. He's like, too late. Now you got to let it go.
now you have to let it go. Yeah.
Yeah, they as of tomorrow, I can break into those. They've been thawing. So
That's the
And
only
I'm
bad
actually-
thing, guys. That's the only bad
and I'm
thing.
actually not going to even get to smoke all 6 of those. There was 6 guys in the last pack.
Yep.
And I'm not even get to smoke all 6. So I'm going to see my good buddy. I was just talking about Reed, who's the Army veteran. I'm going to take them and I'm going to let him pick any one of the 6 he wants to try.
Well, if he goes by the bands, and he will be smart doing that, well, he will not. Just pick at the Donoli one, but you can get this one.
Yeah. Make sure I smoke that one.
Yeah. Santo Pecado is a rapper from Mexico that is not San Andres. Put it that way. It's only 2 rappers. And that one is one of them. Yep.
Okay. Well, I'll make sure that I smoke that one. I'll let him pick one of the other 5. But no, guys, it is no joke. The best cigar club there is. So, and then, pay attention to us. I'll say this, pay attention to us next year, on June 3rd, even though I know it seems like a long time, it'll be here before we know it. Fathom and Fury will drop its second core release on our birthday next year. Between now and then, we're going to have a few limited runs to try some stuff. We got some crazy ideas. And we're going to see which ones work out. If they're loved, they'll probably become permanent. If they're not loved, or some of them, and Ish can say this, we've talked about some tougher to get tobaccos, and some of the tobaccos are tougher to get. They may only show up once a year, once every 2 years, as Ish can procure the stuff, So we're not pulling punches, but we're going to really try to. We really want to change. We want to change the cigar game in a manner of that. There's so much other wonderful stuff out there. Let's have some fun.
All right. So I just noticed something, and I think it is a glitch that I've never run across in the giveaway tool, because I had the exclude on when I first did it. So I needed to go back and take that off, but there were 67 entries. Now there's only 60. So I think what's happening, if you hashtag, if you put the post in Rumble and or X, go back, especially in X, go back and delete your comment and redo it. That's how many I just counted them, and that's about how many. For some reason, it didn't pull them when I
That's
just
weird.
redid it. So yeah, but because I didn't want to exclude, because we're gonna kind of do it similar to what Toro did, and I didn't want to exclude the person that
Well,
because
so
they had
if
their own
we are
page.
gonna do similar like Toro did, again, yes, because it's Jay's show, but I will put a 110 entrance. I will
Well, we
put,
had 67 a while ago. So
well, I will put a fiber. It's
yep.
called
See, so the doctor just put in and
Sevilla
that it just went up. So that's what it was.
1676. And of course, all of you guys know what is called Seville 1676. It's only one reason why the cigars can be like this. And it's because the cigar, as we know today, as a filler, binder, and wrapper, was done in where?
Spain.
Seville, Spain, in 1676. So I had that patent and trademark in Spain, so nobody can even touch it, not even in China. And it's all tobaccos from Spain. That's
I
it.
can't wait.
So
I can't. Just put me down for a box of them. I don't care. You have my credit card. Just fucking run it.
That's exactly what happened, because they're posting back. I see them posting in Rumble, and it's getting back up there. And I went and checked. And
I didn't know that. Well, I don't know nothing about this.
Because I got them all
and
open.
I'll say this. Keep your eyes out. I hate to do this to Randy, but keep your eye out on Toro. When the ZFG does come out, we're going to do another Fathom and Fury show over there to launch the ZFG. I believe there's a custom ashtray coming for the ZFG, a one of one. I believe it's in the works already.
I tell you something. The rule from now on is going to be manufacturers. It has to have the first swag.
Actually, Ish, it's funny you say that. I was talking to Scott earlier.
Otherwise,
we actually have an ashtray being made for you from us.
And you
so it's actually in the works because we wanted something special.
But Jake, as a matter of fact, you know that I was kidding. I never asked anything.
I know that, but no. In all seriousness, though, me and Scott talked about it, and when we put because we order them a couple at a time from the guy that hand makes them in Florida, and there's actually one coming
in Florida. So that means I will have it before you do.
Yeah. There's no question.
Honestly, I'll probably just have them ship it straight to you and just save shipping back and forth.
Yeah.
But no, we actually have one coming. We want to get a couple to some people. Just the people that have really helped us, that answer our questions, that deal with us, because we couldn't do this without you, right? I mean, the education we've got. I mean, you know this. I'm about to do the CST class, and I'm chomping at the bit to go do the masters and spend time with you down in the DR so I can learn everything. Like, this is my next chapter of my life as cigars. For 25 years, it's been behind a computer screen making money for everybody else doing web development. Luckily, I got my VA disability, and I'm in a position I can decide to change careers, and cigars is the new career.
And by the way, you will learn almost everything. Not everything. Almost everything.
Oh, no, Ish, I plan on sticking to you like glue until I learn everything you know.
God damn.
But
no hablo inglés.
Hey, dude, I'll go buy a pair of meta glasses to translate if I have to.
Now you can just have your phone. Now you can just have your phone out and just
right.
They got that little deal where you can be on either side of them while you're talking, and that's pretty cool. I mean, or an iPad, even better. But you can just sit and have a conversation.
I'll tell you guys, I keep smoking to the point. I do this for two reasons. Sometimes I keep smoking because it's so good, like this is. And sometimes if the cigar, I don't like too much the cigar, I will put it out smoke a cigarette, put the cigar out, and have another cigar. In this case, I had to take a break because I will smoke a second cigar. So I'm gonna take a break and come back to this because I don't know. I don't know who made it. I don't know anything about it, Jake. But yeah,
I'm doing everything I can. I keep putting it down and trying, but I'm blowing through it.
I ask kind.
All right, so I want to get this first drawing done, and we'll do.
How many entries?
Right now we got 71. We got like almost 60. As best I can tell, there's like 60 folks watching.
So something that we noticed on that was brought to my attention is as you do the drawing, it will take those names off. It doesn't keep the name back. It doesn't keep the name on. So when you do if you do multiples.
No, there's a setting he can turn off to make
that's
that
what
fix.
I just did because
Perfect.
I forgot, because it's just a button, exclude.
Yep.
So if you do multiple, and I'm so used to doing that, but I went back and reset it.
Beautiful. Okay.
Out, because I think when you do it, if that's what what y'all are saying, if it clears the cache, then there's no.
So what happens is StreamYard, because of their caching protocols to keep the video and everything running, when those names are coming, the first couple of draws only reads the last X number of names. But if you spin the wheel 4 or 5 times, it makes it pull the whole list of names. And that's why on Toro we spin 5 times, because it said 4 or 5 in the file and the stuff that I found. And so we decided 5. If it's 4 or 5, we're gonna do 5.
I'm good with that.
You know, and that was us. I mean, I'm just telling you what we learned. So guys, if he's about to spin, light up a cigar and sit back.
Let me I'll tell you what, we're gonna go to another sponsor, and then when we get back from that sponsor, we're going to
is it an angry sponsor?
It is. It might be the most angry sponsor.
Some fight battles overseas. Others fight for perfection in every role. Born from discipline, forged in brotherhood. This isn't just a cigar brand, it's a mission. Our mission is to make badass cigars for badass people. Every leaf, hand-selected, every blend, battle-tested, from the first spark to the final draw. BAM Cigars deliver strength, honor, and precision. Built by veterans, smoked by legends, stand proud. Lock in, stand proud.
Stand proud, baby. All right, let me share.
No wonder Oscar doesn't like talking to him. He's always yelling at him.
All right, so I'm gonna spin, and the first 4 we're gonna redraw, and on the 5th one is gonna be the winner of. I think we'll do the Cigar Bro first. Let's do the Cigar Bro lighter, and we're gonna go ahead and draw. And we're gonna go ahead and spin. These don't count. This is the first one, and your name will still be in the drawing, so don't worry about that.
That's twice.
Twice
he was first on Toros too.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah,
that stings.
Consolidation.
This is the 3rd row, and we're gonna do this until, because they got I know Mike and them got a ticket in with them, so we're gonna do this until. So now we're drawing the 4th drawing. This one not gonna count, and until we're gonna do it until they can assure us that there's no issues going on with it. All right, so this is going to be the winner. So this draw right here. Here we go. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Who's going to win this lighter? Must be present to win. Who will it be? Who will it be? Hey! I'm on there too.
Go, Clint.
All right. Come on, let us know you're here, Clint. He has the old black one for sure. this would be I know how he loves lighters. Come on, Clint. I know I just saw you post. There he is. He didn't say here, but I'm going to take that as he's still here. So, all right.
I win.
You had a feeling? Okay. I don't know.
I have a feeling.
Most of us, when we have that feeling, we go to the bathroom and drop it.
Yeah.
We know you're here, bro. All right. All right.
Yes,
So that will take care of that.
Yes,
so
okay.
right.
And I introduce you guys to the 5th guest of the night, or the 2nd guest.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
he's Nesca.
Yes. I told her, no. So she was like this by my leg, but she cannot control herself. You know, like every woman, they cannot control when I'm close by. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's the accent. Let me put you back right here.
All right.
This is a back-to-back cigar. I could easily smoke this. Just grab another one and just go.
Yeah.
Not even feel bad about it.
Nope, not at all.
Well, for like me, if I'm going outside, if it's on a weekend or I know I'm going to be out there for a while, I will grab at least 3 cigars. And I have been known to grab 2 of the same cigars.
Yeah.
And another one. And you get out there and you're like, you just want more.
Yeah.
Because when you're into it, you want more of it.
Yeah.
Every once in a while,
always my problem is like when it gets less and less and I keep moving it further down my fingers, and then I'm like, okay, I'll just light another one.
Look at this. I smoke, it was the commercial. I have to refill during the commercial. I smoke a cigarette. It's about 5-6 minutes. I don't relight it. And
yeah.
Now guys, now I'm
and
not.
Did I tell you when we launched, they wanted to do a long ash contest. And I was like, okay, cool. We'll do one. So I gave everybody one of the no quarter given. They had to call it a draw, and I had a pretty good prize pack, so everybody got stuff. I had a couple extra Valor cutters because I was only going to give one away, but 7 people did it. 3 people smoked it all the way down to where there was like that much cigar left, and the whole cigar was ash. Yep. And I was like, okay, so I gave everybody a Valor cutter because that was the prize. And I'm like, how do you decide who wins when everybody has... I mean, it was the thickness of a penny is what they had left. And they couldn't, there was no way you could smoke it anymore.
So guys, a little intermission over here. I just saw Josephus put that she gave an ear pick to Nesca, to my beautiful furry daughter over here. So yesterday, normal day, whatever, I went to work. Just happened, I was coming in my intermission from work to my house to keep working the computer anyways. I never left back. And ding dong, ping ping ping, goes to your phone, whatever, blah blah blah, whatever. And it was the post office, the USPS. They have a box. That thing looked like a bolt. It was just so much tape on it that I had to use a torch just to open the and it was Josephus. All of a sudden, for some reason, boom, and 5 minutes prior, he said, Ish, you should have something going your way. And I say, well, I got it, but another phone doing something with the computer and another phone at the same time with the building department. So I couldn't open. So I opened, and I would like to find the note in somewhere. I keep the box, I keep everything. He sent me a back scratcher, a pig ear for Nesca, probably 1941 pack on Winston is all as hell. An ashtray from Winston, like it's something that you can put like a cushy per se. I don't know if it's a cushy or something else for Winston. When I say Winston is Winston, that's what I smoke. And inside that, it was a hand with a screw, like it used to be put in a table or a desktop or whatever. A book from the Spanish War, very amazing book. It's very old, so it's like almost coming apart, but it's amazing book, which I much appreciated. But then the last of the items was a roll of toilet paper. So I was looking all over the place. What the heck? Knowing this guy, I want the box inside out, left to right, whatever. To if it's like like some clues about what it is. Well, it's not clues, but there he goes. 1898 copy, yeah. And I much appreciate that. And when I read it, I will send back to you. That book is worth it a lot. I can show you guys if you want to. It's the treasury, of course. It's 200 years old. But I was amazed. I say, but again, I was amazed, but I had to go on the wrapper, on the paper that he put it, yes, looking for clues. Oh, it's not clues. I video, I took pictures, everything is Josephus. I don't know why, but it was all of that on the package. I say, okay, unexpected, totally unexpected. But I thank you so much, man. I thank you so much for the presses and for the package. Absolutely, yes.
So Ish, were you did you say a number in your head as far as if we get extra
110.
110.
How do you forget that?
Well,
it makes no sense in anywhere, but you think 110.
Because I just want to let people know that you can increase your chances because we're live on Rumble, we're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube,
it's the first time that Banff Cigars, it will come with a cigar that is $20. The only one that will have $20 and it's cheap if you compare with the rest of the cigars is that around the world with 17 countries. This cigar is all from Spain. Everything, all around Spain, not the Canary Islands, whatever, and it's called Seville 1676. We had to patent the thing, we had to trademark the thing in Spain. So United States, you cannot patent even if they want to, whatever, which I read it anyways. The band is amazing. It has 5, we call pan de oros. So 5 foils, on top of foil, foil. It has, when you open the box, it has a little, how you say this in English? Like an onion paper, that thin paper that you can.
Paper.
It's the parchment.
Okay, so
it's like a parchment, yeah.
It had the whole history of what is 1676, which for people that didn't know is when it was the first cigar made as we know today. Filler, binder, and wrapper. It was done in Spain, Seville, 1676. I even had to ask permission to Seville, Spain, which is Andalusia, is one of the states in Spain, to use the name. And by mistake, God, okay, I'm smart, but not that smart. I sent the email all in English. And the guys told me, what are you talking about? I said, well, I was born and raised in Spain. This is my DNI, which is the travel license or your whatever, blah, blah, blah. So they go, oh, you're Spanish. No, Spanish, yeah, you miss. Absolutely, yes, blah, blah. So I had to have a big letter like this, look like a pergamino or whatever, like when people went, today's day, we're going to do this, people would talk, it looks like that. So I have the authorization to do it. And I want to release it by Christmas. I don't think it's going to happen because I have the cigars, some cigars done, no all the thing. But I because what happened? 2 hurricanes, that's it. Nothing to do with the shutdown because it will be in December anyways. But the hurricanes, the weather, we still have bad weather over there. But the cigars are confined in my own office, which my own office is a HM room and humidor anyways.
And has great internet.
And great internet, not like over here. Yep. In the DR. So go figure. So that's what I say. If somebody goes, if we have 110, they will be the first ones. Obviously, I smoke it. Obviously, you guys will smoke it. But I mean, the first, as no outsider, as a client, as a non-maker, as a non-brand,
right?
They will be the first guys smoking that cigar. And I guarantee you,
I'm not joking. Put me down for one of the first boxes. You just tell me what it costs. I don't care.
I will do it. But that
I know you
cigar
Crazy.
is gonna come in a little high price because it's gonna be probably about 5,000 cigars. That's it. Because I only could have tobacco for 5,500, and obviously 500 is just
Or
to
yours.
send to people and for me to smoke. So
Yeah.
it will be 5,000 cigars. That's it. And that cigar probably is gonna be about 22.50, $23. Again,
Okay.
it's a 58 by 6 plus 6 and 1/8. And
Don't
well,
care.
Bro, Josephus, you ain't even joking, man. There's gonna be so much good stuff coming out. I mean, it's already here, but the new stuff is even gonna
absolutely, yes.
be like you got to keep. That's the thing, right? How do you? Let me pick your brain,
Okay.
Jake. So you've got the no quarter given,
We have got the ZFG coming out.
and you got the ZFG coming out. I know you're thinking ahead, but how do you, because and you know how Ish is like,
Right.
how can you
So
just
what
keep
what
getting
we
better
did is
and
so
better?
what we
Like,
did is Ish is working. What we did is Ish is working on 2 more blends right now for us. One of them is a blend that I'm not getting a whole lot made. It's a very, very small number. It's for me personally and a personal project of mine. Very few guys are going to get that cigar because of what it is. And it's honestly really getting done for some of the guys in honor and Ash. There's a big thing we all go after as veterans, right? And it's called 100% PNT, which means permanent and total, which means when you get that, the VA cannot take away your 100% no matter what anymore, right? So it's a big milestone, and it's not easy to get. So me and Ish have been talking about a cigar. I'm not going to say anything about it yet because it's just in the early phases, back and forth, talking about tobaccos and stuff like that. So I'm getting a real small number of those made, and it's actually going to be given away. I'm not selling those. I'm paying for them. Fathom Fury isn't paying for them. I'm paying for them out of my own pocket, and those are going to be given away when somebody hits that goal. And then we're working on another blend because we want to honor our shops, right? And so one of our ideas from day one was to do stuff that was exclusively going to be at certain shops to help promote the shop, right? Because we want to promote the people that support us. So we're working on a cigar that'll drop sometime in February. That's actually going to be an honor to the gal who owns Big Stick Cigars up here. She spent 6 years fighting legislation to make it to where we can smoke cigars inside a lounge.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Just in North Dakota. So we're making a cigar because February is her really slow month, right? So we said, dude, let's make a cigar for her. And she's a huge supporter of Cigars for Warriors. So we said, let's make a cigar and not make any money on it. Like, we're going to put our money back that we spend, but we're putting money towards Cigar for Warriors and to her shop.
Yeah.
To help her in her slow month. We have another cigar that we haven't even talked to Ish about yet because we're trying to keep everything like 2 in the chute, right? Because we don't want to get too many balls going and have too much money tied up all of a sudden and stuff be way down the road. But, we have another cigar for a guy that we all know that we want to tell his story because one of our big things with Fathom and Fury is we want to honor those who served. And I'm not just meaning in the military, I'm meaning in law enforcement, eventually in firefighting as first responders. We want to honor their stories. And Ish knows this one. This one, actually, we started talking about a while back, and we just, because of all the shutdowns and everything, we're going to hold it off until next year. And honestly, we're probably going to hold it off until Veterans Day next year. It'll be our Veterans Day cigar to honor a guy and do that. And he's actually picked a charity, and a portion of that cigar is going to go to a charity because that was what our goal's always been with when we're honoring people, right? Is that they get to deal with, they get to pick a charity and a very generous portion of the proceeds. I'm going to mind you, we're not pulling that. Oh, it's, when we launch the cigar, we're going to tell you this much of every cigar goes, and it's substantial. I mean, we're taking money out of us to do it, and quite a bit, a lot more than anybody. I'll say this, a lot more than most people are comfortable doing. And we really want to do that, but we're trying to listen to the stories and come up with a cool concept and then tell that story. and using exotic tobacco, right? Go back to what we want to do, right? Introduce exotic tobacco. And when we tell that story, it might not get told again. I'm not going to promise anything we do is done twice. When the ZFG drops, it may not come back. I can't tell you it will. I'm not going to tell you it won't either, though, right? Like, we're going to see what happens. We're going to talk to Ish, and it may be back next year. It may not, you know, because we just want to keep
Jake. That cigar, if we played good, the cars, that will be one of your core line.
Right. And it might, and that's the thing. It may become a core line, right? We're just trying to look at, like, what are some fun things to do? And I mean, I've joked about with a bunch of guys watching this and on different herfs and said it repeatedly on Toro and stuff. You know, we've joked about coming out with a cigar, and Ish knows this, so nobody else can run to Ish and steal my idea because he knows it's mine. We want to come out with a cigar that has Thailand, Taiwanese, Vietnamese, Japanese, Korean, and Chinese tobacco, and we're going to call it Love You Long Time.
Time out. That was my idea. So,
hey, Ish, you know me. If you want it, go for it. I just want to smoke it. But like, we want to have some fun with it too. But it's really about trying to, like, we want to have a good time, and we want to support everybody's good times, right? Cigars, again, they're about a journey. They're about an experience. And we want it to be, when you pick up one of our cigars, you have a great journey, you have a great experience with your friends, and you know what you're getting. And Ish can say this, using exotic tobacco is not cheap. And Ish and me have talked a lot, and, you know, me and Scott talk a lot about it, and we're really doing everything we can to keep our cigars at the best price point we can. You know, and I'm not going to say the ZFG is going to be a cheap cigar. It's a 3-pack. They're going to be $50 for 3 cigars. But there's nothing else out there like it. And it's probably, if Ish really sat down and told me, I should probably be selling that cigar for $18 or $20, not about $16 a cigar. You know, I'm probably on the low end at like 16 and 30, but you know, we really want to try to bring them out and make them make these really cool cigars affordable. You know, like No Quarter Given, for instance.
You know, Jake, people don't understand that cigars are like going to restaurants. Depends on where restaurant you go, you can have the same menu. It's going to taste different. Different chefs, different seating, different attention, different whatever. That's what a cigar is. So the cigars that you're making right now, they come from not just exotic places. It's for places that nobody can touch. Nobody can touch. So unless you have connections and you have this or whatever, it's impossible for these guys. Not for these guys. When I say these guys, I mean for everyone. Or when I say you guys, I don't mean about you guys. I mean in general. Okay? It's impossible to touch. So being, you know, I don't know, lucky enough to have some of those tobaccos to make the cigars, you pay the price, people pay the price. Simple as that. You know,
I mean, it was like, remember, Ish, back in July, we talked about a cigar. And I really wanted to do, so one of my favorite stories ever, guys. I'm a Navy veteran. I've always loved the sea. The sea's awesome to me, right? One of my favorite stories, though, is the Odyssey. Right? I love that story. Like, I mean, I read it to my daughters when they were growing up. I have a great copy of it, a nice leather-bound copy of it that my wife bought me next to my bed. That is one of my favorite all-time stories. I wanted to do a cigar with Greek tobacco. And Ish goes, whoa, 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 whoa. And he's like, do you know what you're asking? And I said, no, I have no idea, but this is what I want to do. And he goes, I'll do whatever you want. I'll get whatever you want. But that cigar would have probably ended up being north of $40 just because of the Greek tobacco in it, you know, because it's so expensive. You know what? I'm not going to say we're not going to do it. We're just not going to do it for a few years, you know, to where, you know, we can afford to buy something crazy like that. And so, you know, there is a lot of thought that goes into using exotic tobacco. Randy knows this, right? There's a lot of thought going in because when you smoke, like, one of the best cigars, if you guys haven't smoked this cigar, you're living under a rock and you need to find it. one of the best cigars that brought me really into exotic tobacco was the Blood of Laud.
Yes.
Right? Like
Yeah.
from the minute you light it, it doesn't smell like a cigar that you know. The minute you take that first draw, it's completely different. And it blows your mind on what you can have in a cigar. And that's really what pushed us, Scott and myself, was the Blood of Laud. Because we went, holy shit, there's a whole world out there that we didn't know existed. And, you know, and so we kind of look at ourselves like, you know, like, okay, we're on a boat. What's all this stuff that we've never seen? And it's all the exotic tobacco, right? And the Blood of Laud is really what opened my mind up. And then I made a mistake. Then I smoked the Mafioso. And it was, again, a completely different experience. Then I smoked the Irishman and went, okay, this is what we're doing. But that's what it is, right? It's that different experience, because what Ish was breaking down is, if I take 20 of the best chefs and stick them in a kitchen and I hand them all the same ingredients, right? So the ingredients, Dominican, Nicaraguan, Honduran, US. I hand them the exact same tobaccos. They're going to each give me a different cigar. But it's also going to be very similar, right? And so what we're doing is we're like, hey, we want to go out to that other world that people haven't seen, that people haven't tried. And from a business point, and I understand I've built and sold businesses my whole life, right? And done marketing. That's all I've done is built stuff up, sold it, done it again, rinse and repeat. This is the scariest endeavor I've ever went on, because nobody's really doing it, right? I can't look out there and go, oh, that guy succeeded, so I'm going to succeed, right? We're looking at this, and that's why I like the ZFG. There's only, 300 of them coming, 100 packs, right? Because it's so crazy. I love it. We think it's great, Scott and myself, but are we pushing the boundary too far? And it's something that we have to think about. And I don't think we are yet.
I don't think you are. I don't think
we are yet. But from a business standpoint, we're not creating cigars that we just want to love. We want you guys to love them.
Let me tell you something, Jake. You pushing the boundary a little far from normal people that they've been smoking the same cigar for like 20, 30, 40 years. And they go just like, again. Yes, she's like that. My wife just came and said, what the fuck? She's like this. Oh,
just
stay here. So, just stay here. So, anyways, it's okay. It's tobacco for all over the world. But most people always use the same tobacco. Call it old school, call it legacy, call it big factories, call it however you want to call it.
Right.
It will be always the same thing. Now, when you come out of the blue with something that nobody smoked ever, and it blew their mind, they say, what the heck is in this? Same thing, man. A cigar is like food. Maybe you've been eating a steak all your life, and then somebody just say, oh, you know what? I want to marinate this, I want to do this, I want to do that, I put this, I put that, and you will say, what was that? That's the best thing I ever had. Well, it's the same steak. I just cook it differently. If it makes any sense. So it's how it is.
And the other cigar, and I got lucky enough to try it, again, try stuff. If you see stuff using really crazy stuff, guys, I'm gonna beg you to try it. Try it a couple times. If you don't like it the first time, it might just need a second shot because it's so different. But the Dancing Bear, right? Prime example of a cigar, killer cigar, completely different, crazy, but not like anything else, right? And that's what we're after, is that exotic, right? I look for the guys using something different because I want to know what's out there. Like, I have to believe there's over 200 types of tobacco out there in different countries. More than that, right? Maybe 500 types, right? But most cigars use 20 of those. So what do the other 480 taste like?
Say 10. Most of people
maybe 10. Okay. So what do the other 490 taste like? What are we missing by not having that adventure? And Randy will understand this, right? A lot, because I know he went through a lot of tasting and everything with his cigars. Not every one is going to be like, bam, it's on. but it's different, right? It's still there, but it's different. It may not have hit you right, and it may need a little tweak to hit you, right? But like, we're going into that realm of the other stuff that nobody touches and what's to come from it. I don't know right now, and I can say this pretty much with 100% certainty. I couldn't tell you what Ironclad or Fathom and Fury are going to come out with next, because the world's our oyster and we're looking for something crazy.
But again, Jake, I always say that cigars are like food. The master blender is a chef in the kitchen, per se.
100%.
You might like the typical American barbecue. Nothing wrong with it. You might like the typical, I don't know, alla vongole, pasta alla vongole in Italy, which is clams and pasta. You might like Alfredo sauce. You might like whatever. You might like sushi. You might like just normal fish, fry, blackened, no blackened, whatever. So cigars is the same thing. You can do the same food that you every day. You can do in how many different ways?
Right.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, depends. Use this oil, or use butter, or use this, or use cayenne pepper, or use just fucking, salt.
I think it's
or you
almost
just put sugar.
infinite, really.
Same with cigars.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. And that's really what, what's cool with this adventure is, like, we've got Ironclad doing it too. So, me and Randy can talk and have a conversation, and, it's, and I'll tell you this. Ish makes both of our cigars. It doesn't matter. They're going to be so different. You need to try them all, right? Because everything's so different. Just because I smoke Fathom and Fury doesn't mean that I have any issue lighting up a Sulu or a Banda, because it's different. And I want different, right? So it's the guys that are going outside of the box. We're almost like, we have to band together, right? Because we don't have everybody else rooting for us. We're only rooting for ourselves because we're doing something different. And I'm going to say this, and Scott would skewer me. I don't care if you buy a no quarter given, or if you go buy Sulus to try, or if you go buy Blood of Vlad or Around the World to try exotic tobacco. What I care about is that you try exotic tobacco, because what I know is if you try it, eventually you're going to come back to no quarter given, or you're going to come back to Around the World, or you're going to come back to Sulu, because you're going to want something. It's going to mind screw you and blow your mind so bad that you're going to want to try all the rest. So I don't care where you start your exotic tobacco journey. I care that you start it.
Yeah.
What was it like for you, the first whole cigar you tried of your all's blend? What, the no quarter given, when the one that you said, this is the one. What
to
was
get me
it
doing
like?
cigars?
Yeah, like no, what the cigar, your cigar, no quarter given. What was it like the very first time?
So when we got no quarter given, Scott and myself made a deal that we were going to smoke one. We were only going to smoke them together, but we weren't allowed to talk about them. We'd talk about sports or anything else until the cigar was gone. And we both take our notes, and then when we were both done, then we would have a conversation. And so when we got the first no quarter given, it was actually funny, because we got him, we let him rest, because he got his faster than I got mine because of mail. So his already had 3 days rest, so he had to wait 5 days to smoke him with me. And it was funny. I read that. Yeah. So what was funny is, so the 5th day actually landed on a Saturday. So Saturday afternoon, beautiful out here. I came outside with a cup of black coffee. That's what he was drinking. So we're doing the same thing. We sat down and we both smoked the first one. And we got done and we were like, I need one more of those. And we lit a second one. And we smoked 2 of them before we started talking about them. And we're like, okay, maybe it's just us. Because, and Randy can vouch for this, right? And Ish has dealt with enough companies. He knows it. There's an excitement factor when you get that first cigar, right? So we're like, oh, man, okay, maybe it's us. Maybe we're just too excited. Ish could have sent us anything, and we're going to be just through the moon. Okay, we're not going to talk I'll see you Monday. So Monday comes and he gets off work Monday afternoon and gets home, and we smoke our third one at that point. And we're like, huh. Okay.
I was on that herf with them.
Yeah, we're
them
like,
smoke.
these are as good as the first two. Man, we really love this cigar. Okay, maybe we're still just too excited, right? I'll see you Friday. So we wait till Friday. And we sit down again on Friday. And by this point, we've talked a little bit. And we're like, maybe it's just really this good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but one more time, we're going to sit down. And so we sat down and smoked them again. And we're like, dude, what is going on? Like, there's nothing we can complain about. There's no draw issues. And like, one of the things we told Ish, one of my favorite all-time legacy cigars is a Padron 64. And one of my biggest reasons is I love the draw, that super light, easy draw. You never get fish face. You don't. And I said, Ish, two of our big things. We want it super smooth, and we want that type of draw. And every one of those at that point was there. So we smoked the fourth one. We're like, yep, we're on to this. So I had a couple of them left, and I put them in Ziploc bags and wrote dates on them. And I smoked one every Friday for the next month. That was all the rest of them I had. Every Friday for the next month. And because we wanted to go, okay, what happens if they sit, right? We know cigars breathe. We know they change. We know the strength lowers. And the craziest part was, from the very first cigar to the very last one that had been sitting there now for 6 weeks, they were all just as good. And we were like, game on, go. And that was it. And we never looked back, you know, but it was like, it was weird because we've always heard they're going to send you a blend, because we couldn't get down to Ish because of our schedules. So Ish had to mail them to us. And we always heard you got to go back and forth and tweak the blends and all this. And we're like, what are we missing?
Yeah.
You know, but again, though, right? The education, right? That's what you're told. And we're like, dude, what are we doing wrong? Do we not know how to smoke cigars? Like, all the other questions were coming out. Like, what's wrong with us about this? And the reality was, and we've learned this now with the ZFG even, when we give Ish our idea, he actually can conceptualize it as we're giving it to him and hands us what we're talking about. And it doesn't have to go through 5, 6, 8 reiterations. It's just right. I mean, even the ZFG, there's actually another cigar we released already. And it's called this. It's a buddy of mine. He drives a Porsche car. He's my buddy I talk about that was in the Army. And his number on his Porsche car is 762. So he wanted a special cigar. And it's a very special cigar. And so I talked to Ish. Ish sent up samples. Me and him sat back here on my patio. And he's smoking. He's like, okay, what am I going to tell him to change? I'm like, whatever you want. This is for your palate, not mine. And his wife, who isn't even a big cigar smoker, she'll smoke a cigar once in a while. She wanted one, so I gave her one. And she's smoking it. And we get done, and I'm like, okay, what do you guys want me to change? And she goes, if you change anything, I'm going to be mad. And so that cigar came out, and it was exclusive for him. You can actually get a few in Big Six Cigar Lounge because he let her put a couple in there because so many people liked them. But no, so it was just like, it's just been nail on the head. Ish hits the nail on the head. ZFG came, and the ZFG was the best because Scott got him, and he couldn't wait. Right? I mailed him from here. He was too excited. He smokes when he calls me. He's like, man, I don't know if I'm feeling this. I said, okay, what don't you like? He goes, I don't know. I'm going to smoke another one in a couple days, and I'll call you back. I said, okay. I said, if there's something not hitting your palate, you just got to be able to tell me what it is so I can relay the message to Ish, right? Because everybody's palate's different. And he goes, okay. So the next day I don't hear from him. He calls me back the day after that and goes, I was wrong. This thing is banging. I think this is better than no quarter given.
You were lucky, man. I mean, not lucky. You know how much time I had to choose it was the one blend only. It was the very first blend, and it was in a Toro size, and that is actually coming out after the first of the year. We're coming back out with the Toro Sulu and we're also have the Robusto. But I get through I'm about halfway through it, and I don't want to say anything because I don't want Ish to know that I'm in love with it. And he just said a few explicit words. it had a few explicit words that he said, that's just a good blanked blank, blank, blank cigar. And you got about 15 minutes. If you don't want it, I'm telling you, I'm taking it for myself.
And I would.
He blended it. And and I was like, bro, but you get that feeling, right? Like, I can't believe this cigar is that good when you're smoking your cigar and you're like, this is how we're going to kick off with
it's only 3 cigars in my life. 3 cigars in my life. I said, you don't take it, I will take it. The first one, it was yours, Randy. The second one, it was, believe it or not, for the clowns. And the third one, believe it or not, is for his gray.
yeah.
I said,
well, I'm excited about that one too.
I will take it. So it's 3.
And so, yeah, and I mean, we're looking at going down.
I cannot compare with yours, Jay, because yours is not a cigar. Yours is a.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, the problem is with no quarter given. It's too like, and that's the other thing. Like everybody asks me, "What's your cigar like?" And I'm like, and I'll ask them. This is my one question. I go, "Have you smoked it around the world?" No. Then I can't answer you. And they think I'm being I've had people think I'm being a jerk, and I'm really not trying to be a jerk, But if you haven't smoked a cigar with a bunch of exotic tobacco, I can't say that you smoke. Like, name any cigar that you've ever smoked, Randy, that smokes like that Fathom and that No Quarter Given.
No,
John, and all you're smoking,
it's unique. I mean, that's
right, and that's the problem. Is it's not like anything else. Our biggest concern now is, and I'll say this on here. And if Scott watches this later, I'm going to hear about this one. Our biggest concern now is that we set the bar with No Quarter Given.
Yep.
And we're really going, like, it's the one thing that, like, it's such a good cigar. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn. This is what everybody tells me too. It's such a good cigar. I'm going, how do I meet that expectation on every cigar that we roll out now? Like, we set the bar.
We know
a question.
We know a guy.
You know the answer? I know a guy.
Yeah, ish. Yeah. I know a guy.
All of these cigars, all of these things is in your cigar.
Yeah.
I had to make this thing.
Oh, I know. Everybody goes, what's in your cigar? Hey, Ish, here we go. I'm going to see if I can get it in one shot. One shot.
Oh, I give you 2 shots. You're gonna be shots.
You got 11, right?
Yeah. I need extra fingers for this. Okay. Turkish, Transylvanian, Irish, Italian, Spanish, Cameroon, Indonesian, Dominican, U.S., Honduran.
One more.
Crap, I missed one somewhere.
Nicaragua?
Okay, I got to run all over the map. French.
You put one that it was not there, and you forgot to put French. You have French and Greek, which you don't say it, that it was the two big ones that I couldn't get, and that's where my around the world didn't came. But yeah, now, do you remember was the binder and the wrapper in that cigar?
Oh man. See, now he's asking tough questions. He loves doing this. The wrapper's broadleaf.
From where?
Pennsylvania.
Okay, you're right.
I know that. And I can't remember what we use as the binder. Is it it's not a Dominican binder. I can't remember.
It's the only Nicaraguan in the whole thing.
It's the Nicaraguan binder.
It was the binder, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, and it's funny because people go, well, do you know what's in your cigar? Dude, I got to remember a laundry list, and other people can't remember 3 things that's in their cigar when Randy asked them. And I'm like, guys, you got to remember 3 tobaccos. I got to remember a laundry list on this one. I've got to remember the laundry list on ZFG. The one we're doing for Big Stick has a laundry list. The one we're doing for the other guy that we're going to release next year has a laundry list. The 762 we released is a different laundry list. Like, it's like, I mean, I'm going to need a Rolodex just to keep up with these,
Oh, snap. We need to get to the second drawing real quick. How much cigar you got left?
I'm on my second.
Okay.
She turned off the lights in the living room. I think she might have went to bed.
Okay, while you're doing the second draw, my dog is just killing me So do the second draw. I'm gonna put her inside.
Yeah, go ahead.
Back.
Y'all
Because
got, guys, we got 84 entries.
Still far away from 110.
Do we still need to do the same thing? Jake?
You shouldn't. Have you had a ton of entries come in? I mean, just like 20, right?
Yeah, 20.
You should. From everything I read, you only got to clear it once. I don't know that for sure. I don't want to tell you something that, because I didn't. But that's what I've read. You only have to do it once.
Yeah, just to clear that cache. Yeah, we'll just chance it that away. So let me go over here. So if y'all haven't put it in, you can put it in from Rumble, Facebook, YouTube, or X. Make sure you put your hashtags in right now. We're going to do the drawing right after this sponsor.
Born from the Brotherhood of Service, Hayes Gray Cigars honors the veteran's spirit, strength, loyalty, and heritage rolled into every leaf. We're more than cigars. We're a community. From our mobile lounge to our blends sold in lounges nationwide, Hayes Gray brings the camaraderie, the flavor, and the fire wherever you are. Hayes Gray Cigars, strength rolled in every leaf.
So we're going to do this. We're going to do the Hayes Gray drawing. Let me get this up here. And
if you're wondering, you know how you have the dynamic between partners? Scott's the worrier. Scott's the one that worries. Jake's like, I could care less. Whatever happens, happens. Where
both of them.
Scott, yeah, you are. But Scott is the
100%, dude. Well, I look at it as, again, there's so much we can't control, right?
Right.
So if I can't control it, why worry about it? I know Ish is doing the best he can to get everything and do everything, and I know the quality I'm going to get. So if it's out of my control and his control, then we just got to roll with it.
Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have 86 entries. If we get to 100, we still have one more drawing. We're going to give away from Fathom and Fury. But if we get to 110, you're going to get this very exclusive.
Hold on. Momento Cigars won again?
No, he won. No. You haven't been gone that
No, we haven't rolled yet.
That was the first one.
Now, he can't win again tonight.
I would like it. I just
if his name happens to pop back up, we'll have to roll again. So, so if we get to 110, we still have another drawing with Fathom and Fury. Also, you need to go to Toro Cigar Company, use promo code Cigar Dudes, and you'll get 10% off. But Jake said, well, how did you say if you buy three packs, you get the free shipping, which knocks that off, plus the 10%.
You got to break 100. You got to break 100.
You got to break $100.
Oh,
yeah. The trick is you do three packs and then go find another cigar on there you like as a single, drop it in, and then use the code, and you'll get free shipping. 9 cigars that you'll be happy with. 1 cigar you picked your own fate, and you still save 10%.
All right. So here we go. We're going to just spin one time, and whoever you got to be here to claim it. So once you see your name, put I'm here. Here we go. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Who will it be? Who's going to win this 4-pack of Hayes Gray cigars? Anthony. Winning Guinness.
But no cigar.
Winning Guinness. Let me know you're here. I thought I saw you post. Yeah. Oh, Anthony, I saw you post about 3 minutes ago.
He might be working or picking his wife from work.
And when this cigar is done, I do have to go inside. So I have a early.
There he is. He's trying to say here, but he can't even.
He's so excited he can't type.
Now he got it. He finally says,
"Yeah, there you go." For a second, I thought he was drunk.
It's those New York guys, man. They don't know how to, put all the letters in because they don't say them all.
No, but
so Randy, when Jake sent me a sample of the cigar, Scott couldn't wait for me to smoke it, and I kept putting it off because I wanted to let it sit a couple days. And when I finally sat down to smoke it, Scott was stressed. It was it was so funny.
Oh wow!
And I'm like, dude, don't worry about me. He's like, no, I gotta know. You're the only one who's, you haven't smoked it. Jake and I have smoked it. You got to tell me what you think. And you know what it is, man. You get into that
last
first
thing you want is your brothers to be like,
and man, that cigar hit from the beginning, and I was like, whew. You're trying to find something wrong and you can't. You know what I mean? Because it's that idea of every couple puffs, it changes flavor on you, and it's taking you in different directions, and that's what I love about it. It's like I said,
the cool thing was it got rated. Stogie Press rated that cigar.
Yeah,
at a 95.
Oh, nice.
And so that was huge because, in this world, Stogie Press is really, when it comes to craft and boutique cigars, he's really the rating you care about, right? Because he understands cigars. He's been around the industry forever. He smokes a bunch of cigars. And we got a 95 on it. And it was funny because afterwards, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not, but afterwards I was talking to him and I was like, hey, what was the hiccup, right? Why wasn't it? And it wasn't me complaining, dude. 95 is an awesome rating, right? But just so I understood the rating system and how it worked better, I was like, what could it have done? He goes, honestly, that's one of the best cigars I've smoked. He goes, and we sent him 3 of them. He goes, and I smoked all 3 of them when I was doing the review. He goes, and the one thing is I couldn't give it a higher rating because not every cigar is the same because of how it changes at different points. He goes, but here's the thing. He goes, I loved it. I've never had a cigar do that to me before. But one of his ratings is consistency through each cigar. And you don't get that. I was like, cool. You know what? I told him, I said, if I ever get that point, you tell me I fucked up. Pardon my language, Randy. But that was my exact words to him, because if I ever give him a cigar and he smokes 3 of them and he tells me every one of them is the same, I take that as a failure, right? Because what we're doing is so unique, and the way it has to roll what we're doing is so unique. You should never have that happen.
I'll tell you something, Jake and guys. I'm sorry and apologize for the audience, but Jake said the F word, so let's take 5 seconds of silence. That's it. Good. Let's keep him going. But
This is the test of the emergency broadcast system. If it had been an actual test, we would have come to your house banging on your door telling you to get out.
Right.
I don't know what that
dude, okay, you want a good laugh about that. Okay. So you guys know I live in the middle of nowhere. Right? So I live in a
that word neither. I'm sorry. You cannot say banging again in this show.
So you guys will get a laugh out of this. So I live in a super small town in the middle of nowhere, North Dakota, right? Understand, the town I live in is 85 people. That's the whole town. That's the population.
No. 87. It's too babies.
No. People moved out and a smaller family moved in. So now it's 85.
It was 81 when he got there. He made it to 85.
So, yeah, right? So
what are you doing?
Here's what's funny, though.
That's not a bad idea.
They still have old school tornado sirens on top of the silos where the trucks drive in and out for the grain. I don't know that every Wednesday at noon they do a tornado alarm test.
Oh.
Okay. So wife's at school working, daughters are at school. I'm sitting inside goofing around online doing whatever. And all of a sudden there's a tornado siren going off. Dude, I come out of my chair, I run outside, and I'm looking around trying to figure out what's going on. It's blue sky. But there's a tornado siren going off, so I'm like, what am I missing? Right? So I actually come out of my house all the way. I walk around my whole house looking, thinking maybe there's gray sky on the other side of the house I can't see or something, right? Crystal clear blue everywhere. I text my wife, I'm like, honey, I think there's a tornado. She's like, it's Wednesday. Now, she grew up here in a small town, right? And I'm like, what does Wednesday have to do with a tornado?
Can we back up a little bit? Who ran out into the tornado was Jake.
Right. But I was like, so every Wednesday they put a tornado siren off at noon. But if you don't know it's coming, and you're minding your own business. Talk about wanting to give a dude a heart attack.
Well, we were at an event at a distillery, and they shot off a cannon from 12 o'clock on the hour every hour from 12 o'clock on. And the first one, I looked at Tanya and I said, I think I pooped my pants. Got me, scared the daylights out of me. Scared the daylights. That thing was so loud.
Hey, I just had a great idea. Nick gave me, he said put $1 in the jar, Jake. But maybe
No, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, no, it should be broke. It should be broke.
We put a jar where everybody can see, and every time whoever cusses, you put a cigar in there. And
It should be broke.
Bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I can go and say this. Coño, joder, la hostia, me cago en la leche. Nobody knows. That will be $5 right in there.
Yeah.
No,
I gotta just remember to drop mother fudging. Yeah.
Everybody that drops an F-bomb, they have to put a cigar in the giveaway. Okay, but I'm only putting acid cigars in that giveaway.
Oh yeah, yeah. All the trash cigars for the trash talk, right?
Right. Yeah,
Make somebody happy.
No,
right. Yeah, you can. You'll win the box. You'll win the bucket of acids, and then you'll just be mad. You got the bucket of random acids.
Nicholas put over there. Nicholas, if you know me a little, you know I will lose one factory just for my talking. So I know playing this game.
Yeah.
I just can't wait till I get to go down next year with you to the Dominican, and I walk in, and you get this 6'4" Sasquatch with a beard walking in behind Ish, and everybody going,
Have your 3-point on, but no, I don't know. Maybe they.
Yeah. Oh no, guys, it's been fun, but that is that cigar, and I do have an early morning VA appointment.
You have 7 minutes and 45 seconds in that cigar.
Yeah.
Don't give me.
Okay, I'll drag this out till we are live for 1 hour and 45 minutes.
I contain myself. I say, BS.
Because if I let this go all the way down and I'm still sitting here, I'll light another one, and then I'll really be too tired. I won't be able to wake up for the meeting in the morning with the VA.
We're at 88, bro. Y'all like 22 away from getting them. I mean,
you guys, you're missing out.
Dude, I'll even do this. If they can reach 110 in the next 7 minutes, I'll take my 3-pack to a 5-pack.
Oh. And
but you can. But you can. I put my 5-pack in the 7-pack. No.
There's a little added motivation, Randy.
Fathom and Fury.
It's always something with Jake and I. He's 100, 120. And he go, I can, okay, do the me. 120.
Yeah. If you guys can get to 110, I'll up it to a 5-pack.
Man, if you think about it, Total Cigars last week.
Yeah.
You push, I push, you push again, I push back again, and
again,
it was
I know.
175 entrants.
Yeah, it was hundreds and hundreds of dollars in cigars.
Yep.
And don't forget, guys, y'all can do it from X, Rumble, YouTube, and Facebook. So you got 4. We're at 91.
They're getting there now.
They're starting to
We just had to give them a little motivation.
Mm-hmm. 92.
Motivation. Little motivation. I want to speak slowly so you guys can understand my English. Okay. So it's a severe.
I'm impressed that Jake. I mean, it's been great. Jake's been so. We got a few minutes, so let's kind of hit on, and Jakey too, like everybody that's doing their tobacconist certification, their CCST. Yeah. That has been a great thing. Like every day or two, I'm seeing all the people in the TPA. Like it is huge, and it's not.
Yeah, I'm impressed that so many people are doing it. Yep. You know, and what's cool is it's the CCST is that's like the entry level knowledge, but a lot of the people we're seeing aren't even cigar brands, right? They're just consumer members of the TPA, right? Yep. That are getting this knowledge. And I mean, the amount of stuff that I've been told over the years when it comes to cigars that's just not true is epic. And so, I mean, you know, I think to get at least just the CCST, right? Get your basic level of knowledge so you understand your passion more, right? Because the reality is this: cigars are a luxury product, right? We're all sitting around smoking cigars tonight, right? I smoked, you know, between Toro and here, I smoked 4 cigars, every one of them over $12. You know, so there's pretty much $50 in cigars to sit and relax, which is, you know, I don't mind doing it, but it's a luxury product, right? It's an expense. And if you're going to get into this world and start really enjoying cigars, you owe it to yourself to have a base level of knowledge, right? So you know if a company's blowing smoke, right? Like, I had a company, and I'm not going to say who it is. I remember who it was. This was about 3 years ago. I was at Burning Leaf Cigar Lounge right outside Yorktown, Virginia. I think they're technically in Newport. They're right on the line, so I'm not sure which side they're on. And they had a rep there, and he's telling me all about his cigars. And they're a Nicaraguan cigar. And he's like, we're the only company that's a U.S. owner owns land in Nicaragua to grow cigars.
I know the guy. Can I play? I know the guy. Can I play?
But here's the thing. And he's going, you know, we're the only people that can get this tobacco. We're the only this. We're the only that. But here's the catch. I didn't know this till about a year later. You have to be a Nicaraguan citizen to own land in Nicaragua. So this guy was telling me he owns something that he can't own.
Yeah.
Right? So, but I didn't know that at the time. I bought a handful of his cigars. They weren't that good. I never thought about it again. But what I'm getting at is there's a lot of very high integrity people in this industry, right? And they really are, right? You can call a lot of guys and they'll answer. Like, I've talked to guys that I couldn't believe answered my cigar questions. You know, when you get guys like Steve Saka and Matt Booth willing to answer your questions, and those guys are, you know, in the game, or Robert Caldwell, or, you know, I just went blank, James Brown. And these guys will answer your questions if you email them and stuff, right? People are very genuine in this industry. But like any industry, there's snake oil salesmen. And you owe it to yourself to have that base level of education to where when they're talking to you, if you get that vibe that they're filling you full of dukers, then they probably are.
Shit's okay. You can say shit.
Okay. If they're filling you full of shit, they probably are, you know? And so that's why I think it's great. I'm seeing all these guys get these CCSTs because what it's going to do is it's actually going to help the industry as a whole, right? Because the guys that are spewing BS are going to get found out a lot faster.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, and I do want to make a statement on here. I haven't thrown out any love to them tonight, but you ran their commercial. I love their commercial. The guys down at Hayes Gray, man, if you guys haven't tried Hayes Gray cigars, the amount of work those two gentlemen put in to learn all about the cigar and
No. Hold on. To get them out and the lady.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. The boss. The amount of work, though, that Hayes Gray put in to learn all about cigars, all about tobacco, all the different tobaccos they use, and roll them themselves a lot of the times. That amount of effort and passion, you don't see a whole lot, right? They spent 5 years learning about tobacco and how to roll cigars before they started their cigar line. If you haven't tried a Hayes Gray, you're really missing out on something special, guys. And I mean, I love those guys, but I'm impressed by the amount of effort they put in before they even jumped. You know, to know you want to do something, especially in an industry you love, and to have the dedication to learn so much about it before you start doing it. Come on, you know.
I may say we got 106. We're 4 away. Y'all can do this. We're 4 away.
And I've got about a minute and a half of my cigar left, guys.
I'm trying to get mine.
Jake, you are the principal person over here in this, but the one 110 is very important. So I don't care if you're freezing your off, you will be here until 110. Okay?
Freezing your what off? What is it, Ish? What did you say?
But yeah, no, I mean, and like I said, I mean, there's so many great guys in this industry. You know, I mean, and that's the thing is that there's so many good guys. Just, dude, try something new, man. Try some of the small guys. If you haven't heard about them, it doesn't mean they're bad. You know, I mean, some of my favorite cigars I've found are from brands I never heard of, and I found a great cigar. You know, I mean,
Look,
you know, it's just it's just a cool industry.
I've been saying, Jake, correct me if I'm wrong, like you normally say. I've been saying this for over 36, 38 years old. 30 years. 38, 36, whatever. I've been saying the same thing. We like what we like. You know, you go to the restaurant or mom and pops or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You find something different and it might, for you, like a little more. So you just go. It's like call it a pub. The typical pub in every town, it's the heat, you know, you go over there. And all of a sudden somebody open. It could be the same owners with different name, per se. And it's a little better. It's a little better. So
109.
you don't change. Yep. So you don't change.
Let's go. Jake's getting cold.
Drake could put his name in for the select pack.
Yeah. So you don't try everything. Okay. I smoke right now a cigarette. It's gonna take the same over and over and over. It's machine make. You can taste wine. It changes flavors year to year, but the same batch is the same thing. You can have an iPhone. It's going to be an iPhone. You have an Android. It will be an Android. But cigars is the only thing that it will change from one brand to the other, to the other. And that's the only thing. I don't want to spend hour and a half, 2 hours smoking the same thing over and over and over. I don't care how much I like it. You know, you have to try something else. And that's the good thing about the industry. Like you keep trying and trying and trying and trying. But that's my idea.
110.
That's my thing, anyways.
110
110
there?
We got there.
All right.
My
So we're going to do two drawings. So,
Are you out here? Oh, mommy did let you out.
How we
I said that's what I was trying to. Okay, when you have an all-black German Shepherd and it's dark, and I'm hearing what I thought was her, but I'm like, that's why I was doing this. I was trying to block the light so I could see her.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say something. I'm sorry, John Aldi. I'm sorry, Jake Macusi. You guys in Toro, you make only 1-1. We just make 110. So
oh my
we will
God.
have the 5-pack of the
Now it's 111.
Seville
Our gal Val put in for it.
76. Special edition. That cigar, if I put it out of the United States, it will be an easy 62, 63, 64 euros. And when you smoke it, you will see why. So congratulations to whoever win, because you guys are going to have something that is never done, never made, and you will never see it again, except for somebody that I know it might make it.
So what is so we got one more sponsor spot. So yours is we're gonna do your drawing first, Jake, and yours is now for
5. I will send out 5 on Monday.
Sweet. And then it's a what pack for you, Ish?
A 5-pack.
5, but it will come in December. It's not gonna be shipped tomorrow or whatever because I don't have them. So it will be done in December for sure.
All right, we'll be right back.
Forged not with steel, but in fire and leaf. From the heart of the Dominican Republic comes a brand that brings the world together. One blend at a time. The Sulu, crafted with tobacco from 7 countries. A symphony of bold character and refined balance. The Banda, born from 8 countries. Layered with depth, strength, and complexity. And the Celebes, a Connecticut with a punch. Smooth, yet commanding. Each cigar, a story of craftsmanship, faith, and honor. Don't be basic! Be ironclad.
We'll go
All
in
right,
just
here
a
we
second.
go.
And
I don't
guys,
know why his guy's not as angry as yours, Ish.
if you see anything
Because
else,
Rich is angry.
if you see anything else, hold on. We just have a new CCST a minute and a half ago when you put in this video, and it's there he goes.
Hey, from Hayes Gray.
Hayes Gray.
Nice.
Nice.
He just got his CCST a minute and a half ago.
Yeah,
So
we're at
congratulations.
100%.
He's not. He should have been watching this instead of taking a test.
Oh, I know that his brother is doing it. His brother is watching it.
All right, so we're gonna spin for Jake's first, and it will be and Anthony and Clint can't win again tonight. And it's one spin, got to be here if you're not here, and then we'll spin it again. Here we go, round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Who's gonna win this 5-pack of Fathom and Fury cigars?
No,
Josephus. Dude,
Nice.
I will say this. It will be an honor to
Right.
send those to Josephus.
He is always he's always in here supporting us and making us laugh and saying crazy things.
So, hey,
Josephus.
and he's here. There it is. I'm here. Okay, Josephus, you
Guys,
need to
I'm
send
so
John
bummed.
Aldi. You need to send John Aldi, text John Aldi your address, and John Aldi will make to help remind me to ship those out on Monday.
But Josephus, I don't know. You sent me tell us, please. Just tell us what you sent me yesterday. I have it, and it was a roll of toilet paper with a book, the scratcher with this, with a
Well,
Winston.
think about it. When you're reading it, where are you going to read it? Where do you read the book? When you're taking a dump?
You know what? You
Let's
know what?
get this last one on, and then
Put it
we'll
all
get
in the
Jake
jar.
out of here.
You're not allowed to say dump, Aldi.
Yes, I can.
Put it in the jar.
All right, here we go. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. This is for Ish's exclusive 5-pack.
Seville 1676.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Hey, Gary, let us know you're here,
Smoke
buddy.
G.
He's here because he just said smoke. Congrats to Josephus. So just let us know you're here.
I hope he is. I don't think that it was the last one and he left. Hopefully not.
I mean, he just posted like 1 minute ago, so I know he's still in there.
Yeah. Okay, 30. 20.
No way.
Right
Come
there.
on.
Yeah,
Oh, thanks God.
Nice.
that was close. He was running across his smoking shed to get back to his phone.
Yep.
I'd have paid to watch that man run that fast.
You know, Randy, Josephus said earlier that he was weird, and I don't think so at all. I've hung out with him.
I think he's a genius.
He's eccentric, and I dig that more than anything else.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very quick-witted and
Yep.
funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Like I said, it's an honor to send those to him. I'm excited. I'll be more than like Aldi. Just when you get his address, let me know. And it's because it's gonna be a crazy couple days. I'll drop them in the mail Monday.
But as a matter of fact, Josephus is not eccentric and he's not weird. He's normal. We just not.
Right.
That's true. Yeah.
We just not. He's a normal dude with
Well, look at
brains.
that, Randy. You actually got me for almost 2 whole hours.
I know. And by the time
Amazing. I can't wait to tell Mike, because Mike was like, there's no way. He's like, it's going to be the shortest Cigar Dudes
No,
podcast.
dude, if it would have been like 20 degrees colder, maybe I'd have cut out at an hour. But it's got to get pretty cold for me to care, you know?
Well, that's why we had to get you on early enough, because I didn't want to hear any of that it's 20 degrees and it feels like it's minus 90. I got to go inside.
Oh no, dude! I'll do it again, and I'll make sure we do this again. But I'll make sure it's in a blizzard, and I'll stand outside in the blizzard smoking ironclad cigars for 2 hours just to prove a point.
Absolutely.
I've seen you do it, so you're not surprising me in the least. I've been with you when you've done it.
Yeah,
So,
dude. But
we
no,
used to
seriously, Randy, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, so we usually go around, but just to cut it a little shorter, Aldi, if you don't mind, just do the
Hold on,
final word
Randy.
for everybody. And let it.
Hold on for a second.
I got my finger on the censor button.
Who is it? Thank you, Randy. What about John Aldi and Ish Olivan? You don't thank us for having over here?
Thank you
It's a
guys. I
quote.
thought.
No, it's a podcast. Yes.
He does got a point.
I don't know.
Listen. I didn't give Jake
You're like
a choice.
cat.
I kept checking with him.
The real
Randy's like, "Yo,
problem
is Jake
is,
gonna
I
be
just
on?"
sit
I'm
here
like,
like
"Jake
this
doesn't
and
have a
fall
choice."
asleep.
I told Jake he's got no choice. He's got to be on.
It's
We
been
got
fun,
nobody else
too.
lined up. Jake is it. Whether he's got his cigars or not, Jake's in.
It's been
Well,
great,
I had a backup plan. I'd have sat here and just smoked Banff cigars for 2 hours.
Right?
There you go.
I mean, breakfast of champions for 2 hours. I'm in.
Well, take us out, Aldi, so he can go in if you don't mind. If you just do the final words, unless Ish wants to say something too, I don't mind.
Listen, I've had the pleasure of knowing Jake for a couple of years now, and he's as real deal as it gets. I count him as my brother, and I talk to him every day. We're on the phone together. I wait every day for that phone call because we're just going to catch up. And what him and Scott have come together with this cigar and their vision and everything was amazing to watch happen. I laugh only because I remember watching what you guys were going through when you came out with yours, and Jake, it wasn't on the outside, it wasn't as bad to watch but I knew what Jake was going through, and Scott picked up the slack for all the sweating that you guys were doing. But man, did they come up with something special, and just the vision behind it. And you know how I feel about it. It just nothing but the best. And I think they're going to kill it in this industry. It's just so different.
Ish, do you want to say something?
Absolutely, man. I know this guy for many, many years. Okay. So many doesn't mean 20 or 30, but I know him. And the first time that I saw him in person, even if we talked before about it for different friends or whatever, it was with Mike and him in 2022 or 2023. I believe it was 2023.
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah.
And I have him on my phone. I said, Jake, Toro Cigars. You know how I have him right now on my phone?
Fathom Fury.
I have him, Jake, my friend, but here's the catch. He loves him to say that. And as soon as go like this, I have a ringtone. Here's the catch. Oh, that's Jake.
Yeah.
What you do is amazing. What you guys doing is amazing. Not just in the cigars. Forget about the cigars. You as a person helping people as a veterans, having the 100%, 50%, 60%, whatever the deal it is, helping you help more people than you help yourself, and that takes a lot from yourself to do for other people. And that means a lot, if it makes any sense. Okay, I have my accent, whatever.
No, I appreciate it.
But what you do, not many people do. Now, it is amazing that you guys listen right now. Hold on, listen. It's nothing because we're talking about Jake. Now, Jake talking about us, it will. But we're talking about Jake. So that's what I love about you, brother. I love you to death. I will do everything for you, cigars, no cigars, or whatever. And what you do for normal people, veterans, and on top of that, the community on cigars, is spot on. Love you, brother. Love you.
But Randy, do you question what he's got us in his phone as?
Yeah, it made me think, right?
Guys, I can't thank you, Ish. I mean, I'll say that I'll end with this. My grandfather passed 3 years ago in October, and he told me when I got out of the military when I was hurt, I went to him, and my grandfather's he served in the Navy. That's why I joined the Navy, to follow in his footsteps. And my grandfather was raised dirt floor poor. And he passed away worth a huge fortune that he left to charities. And I went to him and I said, Grandpa, I don't know what I'm going to do. My desire was to, do 20 years in the military and retire. I need to start a business. And this is, and he looked at me and goes, I'm not going to give you any money. And I said, well, good. It's like, 'cause I'm not here asking for money. I want advice. I want to know how to be successful. And he goes, first of all, my success and your success mean very different things, right? Because what is truly successful to me might be different to the next guy, right? And I said, okay. He goes, but here's 2 pieces of advice. He goes, treat everybody how you want to be treated, no matter if they're the peasant or the richest man on earth. Treat them the same. You never know who you're talking to. And the second thing he told me is, he goes, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And you'll only get to know people if you treat them well. And I built and sold companies based on those 2 premises. And so when I came into the cigar world 7 years ago now, and was at PCAs walking around, I just wanted to know people. Right? I didn't want to know, and I don't want to know about their cigars. I wanted to know them. What's their story? What makes Steve Sockett tick? What makes Robert Caldwell tick? What made Matt Booth tick? And it was interesting because when you start asking people tougher questions, you really get to know them. And so it was very interesting coming into the world as a brand, because I already had all these people that I talked to. And it was interesting. It didn't hit me until this year, on the 3rd year of my grandfather passing, that I ended up in the cigar industry exactly how he told me to.
That's good.
I didn't come, and I'll say this: I didn't come looking to get into the industry, and I really didn't. When the opportunity presented itself last year, it was finally the right opportunity, and it felt right. But it's all about how you treat people, right? And that's why I love this industry, is that 99% of everybody treats everybody well. We don't care how you vote. We don't care who you're sleeping with. We don't care your political views, your religion, or anything else. We have a common bond, and it's a cigar. And one of the things I do, and I'm going to challenge everybody still watching this to do this, is when you go to a cigar lounge, talk to somebody different than you. Talk to somebody that has a different opinion than you. And have a conversation like men, like we're supposed to have. Just because you vote differently doesn't mean we can't be friends. Just because you feel differently about something out there, whatever hot button topic the media is pushing, doesn't mean we can't be friends. We just have to respect one of each other and respect the cigar, and we can all get along. And that's why I do what I do, is that right there. As I saw magic happen in cigars. You go in lounges and nobody cares about the rest. They're talking about what cigar they're smoking, how their week was. And you've got the garbage man talking to the attorneys.
Mm-hmm.
It's the great equalizer, guys. Don't ruin it. Get to know somebody. You don't know the guy you're talking to might be the guy that's going to help you down the road.
Yeah.
I couldn't have told you 2 years ago when I met Scott. If you'd have told me the 2 years when I first met Scott that he was going to be my business partner, I'd have laughed at you. You don't know. You don't know who you're dealing with, right? You don't know who that person is. If you've got, and that's the thing, right? So just treat everybody well. And you'll find out that it goes great, right? Me and Randy, technically, if you want to talk business for a minute, we should be against each other. We're both trying to do exotic tobacco, but dude, that's my brother. I'm going to tell you to go smoke his cigar before I tell you to go smoke my cigar.
Well, think about it, Jay, for a second. I'm the guy that makes cigars for 3 of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Theoretically, I should be the enemy. I want my cigar to be best. How many times you see me talking about my cigar? I will talk about your cigar, his cigar, and his cigar, my cigar.
Dude, so, I decided, and I talked to Scott about this, even though I know I'm going over the 2 hours and my wife's already probably mad at me, and that's fine. I talked to Scott about this, and I told Scott, I said, I'll always talk about our cigar. second or third. I'm always going to talk about a Banff cigar, an Ironclad cigar, a Clown cigar, a Haze Gray cigar, an HDA cigar. I'm always going to talk about somebody else before me.
So do I. Yeah.
Because we're all friends. There's enough for everybody. High tides raise all ships.
That's
right?
the truth.
And
Absolutely.
so there's no reason, you get these guys. I heard somebody say it the other day on Instagram live, and somebody asked this guy, whose cigars you smoke? He goes, I only smoke mine. That's great, dude, but you won't be in this industry in 5 years.
Yeah.
I want to support everybody else. I want everybody else to be successful. I want everybody else to have a great life, right? I want us all to be there, because being at the top by yourself just means you stepped on all your friends to get there. I'd rather be at the bottom with all my friends having a great time.
I can tell you something. I can tell you our 10 brands right now, which I will not say it, that it will not be next year. Next year is around the corner.
Right.
It will not be here. Because they believe just in themselves. We know all. Screw everyone else. We know everything that we do. Well, they didn't. And it's a month and a half they will be out. Okay. So why you don't share everything that you know? It's for free. Knowledge, it doesn't
cost anything.
Anything. Doesn't occupy nothing in your brain.
No.
It's knowledge. It's for free. Why you don't do it? And look what we're doing over here right now. Is 4 brands.
Yeah.
Talking. Nobody talking nothing wrong about the other brand. Today, the spotlight, it was in Fathom Fury. Perfect. Yeah. We did it. We talk a little of the clowns, a little about Ironclad, a little of Banff, whatever, but it was about you. We don't care.
But
that's
but
how
there's
it
time
is.
for everybody, and that's the thing. Is it's, and that's the thing, and that's why I'm the way I am. Is that I want everybody to be like. I know cigar brands aren't going to make it, but here's what I know. I know if those guys call me, I will do everything I can to help them. Right? It is what it is. Like, I mean, I was talking to Randy the other day. I said, hey, man, I got to get some of your cigars so I can go get them in the lounge up here. I'm going to go get another brand cigars in a lounge when I own a brand. Why not? It doesn't hurt me at all. My cigars are there. His cigars can be there. You can ask, Aldi. When I started going there, I had everybody we know trying to get in the doors there. And I'm still working on it. I still want to get Haze Gray in there. I still want to get, Banff finally got there, and she's loving it. And the people love it, right? I want to get Ironclad in there. It doesn't hurt. And, and the thing is, everybody's so worried about them, they can't see the forest through the trees.
Yeah.
Okay, put it this way. Tell me any so-called legacy cigars that they help each other to go into a lounge.
They don't. They're all trying to cut each other out and get shelf space.
None. Now, we are over here, 4 little guys of class with a brand, with partners or no partners. In your case, you have the Scott in his place. For example, Aldi has none. Aldi has partners. I don't have partners. But we are all small brands, per se. Not talking factories, talking brands. How many times I had to put you down in somewhere else to put my cigars? I would not do that.
No.
Yes,
and that's the thing. It's not worth it, right?
The other guys, you will do.
Right.
So,
but no, and that's the thing. And that's why, and I'm serious, man. If there's somebody watching this that's thinking about starting a brand and needs marketing help, let me know. I'm not hard to find. I'll tell you what you need. I'll help you with what I can, and that's the thing, is everybody's helping everybody. But that's where it's at, right? That's why I'll come on a podcast and we'll laugh and joke. But the reality is, It's all about helping one another. And with that, I do have to go
Absolutely.
because my dog is now about to start barking at my back door.
All right. Let us
So,
hear your
Jake?
famous tagline.
The tagline: if your dad doesn't smoke cigars, you've got
no.
2 moms. And stay
Jake,
tuned
Jake.
because there's a bearded cigar lover t-shirt coming out with that on it.
Nice.
Jake, you had to change that. Okay, that was you and Arnold Schwarzenegger. You had to change that. By next week, you have to come with a new line. For
Okay,
sure.
I got another one. John, all ready for this one? This is
No,
an
no, no,
Aldi
no.
favorite.
Next week.
No. Aldi favorite right here.
Yep.
If you've got 2 guys sitting talking to each other and they're not smoking cigars, isn't that just 2 women gossiping?
With
Thank
that,
you, guys. Jay goes over here with this podcast.
all right. With that, peace out. Y'all love one another. What a great show. I had a lot of fun.
Had a great
y'all.
time. Thank you, Rick.
See
I'll talk to you
y'all
soon.
later.